Welcome, people. Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where it's gonna snow. Yeah, it's gonna snow. Actually, it's been snowing here a little bit. But anyways, so we got episode 26, 27 happening here. Pretty soon, there's gonna be the Grognard of the year. We are the 28th of November. I'm gonna start in December. And Christmas Day, I'm gonna shut it off, or maybe, yeah, Christmas Day and January 1st. It's gonna give me some time to tally up the numbers and vote for the Grognard of the year. Hopefully, I'll have time to make a little video and pitch that. Also, I've started an RPG with Bonding with Board Games. We're playing Twilight 2000. It's my first time RPG, so my character is an Italian bersagliere from my grandfather's division, obviously, and this happens in a post-apocalyptic future. So I'm a bersagliere in the 8th unit from Caserta. I'm a sharpshooter. My name is Sweet Duke. I have to change my name. So, il Duce Dolce or il Doce Dulce, whatever, Doce Dulce. And I have a partner. His name is Ron, and oh my god, I forget his stage name. Oh my god, I forget. But he's my intelligence guy. He's got the brains. I got the brawn. And I think this happens every Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, if we have the time to record it. So on the channel Bonding with Board Games with the Chief, he's our, what do you call it, our game master there, our dungeon master, whatever you want to call it. And so far, we're scouting and we saw a helicopter crash. We went there. There was 2 guys. 1 guy was dead. The pilot, we took him with us. And I think the crash and our call out for help, because the radio was still working, is gonna attract people. So I don't know what our game master has in plan for us, but it's nighttime, we're sleeping, and that's it. That's where we're at, right? So, Bonding with Board Games, Twilight 2000. We might have a new segment with Wayne Hansen. Game on and play. What is it? Keep calm and game on. Wayne, the cop that is. And look, if anybody wants to have a segment over here, have it to the, get in touch with me at noenemieshere@videotron.ca, and make it as good as the guys make it, like Dave, like Ricardo, like Voyennick, oh my god, I keep forgetting the daughter and father and daughter and father team. Back to the table. God, I forget. Anyways, I'm sorry, but those guys, make it like that. Tell us what's happening on your channel. Tell us a joke. Do something funny. Give us a dance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's it for that. Amazon. Yeah, it's warehouse work, and the problem is with warehouse work is no matter how Amazon wants to run stuff, make it all cute and nice, and as you walk in, they give you muffins or socks. Today, I'm gonna get an extra pair of socks. Just like that. You know, it's like, hey, thank you for coming to work. Here's a pair of socks. The problem is with warehouse is that people have a warehouse mentality. They don't care. Yesterday I started screaming at my manager at the top of my lungs, swearing at the guy. The guy was flipped out, man. I told him, hey, listen, buddy, I know I'm an efficient worker here, and this place is not running efficiently. Let me run the bloody line. Because there's like 4 people unloading 1 truck, and they're just piling stuff on the conveyor belt. But someone has to sort through this pile. And when I say pile, I'm talking pile. You know, it's not like one box, a little bit of space, another box, a little bit of space, making it efficient, you know? They're piling it on, but the people at the end of the line, they gotta sort through this stuff. And it's going quite fast. They can't even see what's going on. So I'm screaming, hey, there's human beings at the end of that place. Give it a break. You know what I mean? So anyways, stop the conveyor belt. The guy's screaming at everybody. But politically correct screaming. Which I disagree. But anyways. And so, you know, he puts me on another conveyor belt where they called it oversized boxes or something, right? Non-conforming boxes, right? Non-com, yeah, that's it. So I gotta go to non-com. I'm at non-com, and there's one box maybe every 5 minutes coming on, right? So it's relaxed, whatever. A bit too relaxed for me. And anyways, another worker comes there. This guy called Joshua, nice guy. And he says, hey, the redhead manager, he sent me over here because he said, go see that guy, he doesn't know what he's doing. What do you mean, I don't know what I'm doing? Take the box, put it on the pallet. I don't know what I'm doing. I swear to God. Some of these managers are younger than I am, and some of them don't know their left foot from their right foot, and it's just like, holy cow. Let me run this place. Let me run this place, but don't pay me 18 bucks an hour. I'm gonna run this place. You're gonna pay me 35 bucks an hour. It's gonna run efficiently. If there's 3 trucks coming in, 353 footers, that's a lot of packages, man, okay? Yeah, there's 3 trucks coming in, 3 guys I need. 1 guy per truck, right? If there's 4 trucks coming in, we could work it with 3 guys, but it's just gonna take a little longer to finish the day, right? It depends how many guys I got packing. It depends how many guys I got wrapping. Hey, I've only been there a week and I know what's going on. Anyways, don't get me started. Have a great show. The defending champions of the CSR Awards, the Players Aid, have a video reviewing Africa from the Gamers, also unboxing Captain C from Legion Wargames, and reviewing Revolution in Iran. Even on a chit, Seek Out and Play has almost, I should say, perfect lighting, but that's where I stopped the screen. Not his fault, mine! So this is a short video that describes Ragnar, a character example found in the rulebook of Melee by Steve Jackson Games. On 3-minute board games, the top 100 games in his opinion of 2021. And on Little Wars TV Vietnam, 1967, the Mekong River War Game. Yes, Little Wars TV, taking it up a notch. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials takes a look at Combat Commander Stalingrad and also Command and Colors Ancients, Utica, Part 1. And I'm glad to see Sergeant Joe Clifford Faust. He's taking a look at Tank Duel North Africa and Tank Pack number 1 Shrink Grip and Double Shrink Grip, 2 games from High Flying Dice Games. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Vigolino, gives us Offensive at Outrance, Part 7. Mauro Faina is live with his Johnny Zero Nero. Also, he does non-live episodes, which, yeah, of course, you can't always do live, but live is easy, right? You don't have to edit. Il Johnny Zero Nero with Napoleon's Wheel. BLASTPOP takes a look at the contents of Wing Leader Supremacy Update Kit, and the kit contains ADC's counters, rules, charts, scenario books, and how to update your game to version 2.0, an economical way to keep current with the latest edition. And he says, a good value for your money. You want to learn about marching with Spartans, using ruck marches as a form of stoic toughening training? The requirement of moving with arms and equipment is as old as the profession of arms. I thought it was going to say as old as the profession of sex trading. But anyways, my mind is in the gutter. Wise Guy History. Wise Guy has 5 videos this week, yeah. So, 1, he takes a look at Decision Campaigns Ardennes Offensive. Also, Game and Final Thoughts Barbarossa continues with Decision Campaigns Ardennes Offensive and looks at Army Group North 1941, Barbarossa, game by GMT, and PSA Slytherin Matrix / Games, PC Games, Holiday something. Legendary Tactics is hitting us with 4 videos this week. Card by card, 2 videos on that, on Twilight Struggle, strategies on how to play the card. Also, the game Cards, first game against a live opponent, and GIMPY, or GIMPY, the experience of kickstarting a game. On Diagonal Moves, HOLLANDSPIELE is reviewed, Anthony and Cleopatra. Hex to Hex is on Operation Crusader, Brazen Chariots 5.7, Episode 5, a game by Multi-Man Publishing. On Beyond Solitaire, Merv, a review, also her top 5 solo deck builders with Mike and Liz. On Wars of the World, on July 27, 1929, many of the world's powers signed an agreement in Geneva that dictated the treatment of enemy soldiers captured during wartime. Yeah, and that still stands today, and we still have atrocities. And the cuddly, rough swordsman wargamers in his segment Open the Box, GMT's MBT, a second printing. Mo of Mo's Game Table is assaulting Red Horizon 41, or I should say Assault Red Horizon 41 from Assault Games. This is a preview. Also, an episode of Whiskey Charlie. Stephen Dolges is on A World in Flames. Shellacking, that is. 3 videos, an announcement for November 20th, World in Flames on Vassal and Strategic Bombing from Crete. My mentor and the one and only STUKAJOE previews Panzerkampf, a game designed by Jose Antonio Luengo to be published by Trafalgar Editions through a Kickstarter campaign beginning November 25th. And for our Spanish viewers, the Academy Red Storm, or Academia Red Storm. This is in between Bellota Cons, 1 of 7 presentation, the general presentation, I should say. Raiders Op has a final part of his playthrough of Monty's Gamble Market Garden from Multi-Man Publishing, Part 4, but a shaky camera and a bridge too far. Bare Bones Wargaming takes a look at some of his influential books from his youth that led him down the military history wargamer road. So if you don't want to be a wargamer, look at this video. If you want to be a wargamer, look at this video. Hey, it's a win-win situation. The operations room has an animated part 2 of the Battle of the Coral Sea, the Carrier Battle. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 4 videos out. The first one being Did Titan Terrain Steal Up Zone? I guess that's a game, or Titan, or terrain. But this is pop-up terrain. Anyways, should be cool. And Landsrath Ridge Valiant Defense Series. This is a new game by David Thompson. Also, Point Blank Bootcamp number 34. White Phosphorus and Wind. And an episode of Whiskey Charlie. On Dave's Gaming Cave, he takes a look at The Road Chosen by the artist that is Matt White. And turns 2 to turns 4. And also takes a look at the Siege of Leningrad book, Game Introduction. On Kings and Generals, we have When Americans and the Wehrmacht allied against the Third Reich on Castle Eater 1945, and also the Sultanate of Women in the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, right. And how the war in Europe influenced conflict in Asia. Also, Ottoman pirates, armies, and tactics. This is a documentary, and this is a fun channel.
Hello everyone, this is Michel Leviathan-Sorbet from the Polish YouTube channel Wojennicktv. Here is, as always, my weekly roundup of the content published on Wojennicktv during the last 7 days. On Sunday, I released a playthrough of Donning the Purple, which is an extremely entertaining game which transports us to the times of the Roman Empire. In this game, for 1 to 3 players, or if you are using also the additional Votes and Virtue expansion up to 4 players, each player will try to become the new emperor of the empire. But in order to become this emperor, we will not only have to vanquish all our enemies, we will also have to defend the empire along the other players against barbarian hordes invading the empire from different directions. I really enjoy this game. I prefer it to Time of Crisis. Both games are often compared to each other, and I prefer Donning the Purple. It's always an extremely entertaining game in which you will have to focus both on politics as well as on the military aspect, on your economy. A lot of things are going on. At the same time, it's really pretty simple to learn, but very enjoyable to play. I have presented this game several times on my channel, so if you're interested in taking a look how this game looks in its standard mode as well as it's in solo mode, both reviews are also in English on my channel. On Tuesday, the unboxing, or this time rather a presentation of the content of one of the oldest French wargaming magazines, Voyennicktv issue 11, dating from 1996. This was a presentation in English because I have already presented the same issue in Polish, but this time I browsed through it in English. This magazine was released back in 1996, and we find 3 separate games in it. One, Rocroi 1643, focused obviously on the Battle of Rocroi, one of the major battles fought during the 30 Years' War, and 2 systems. Firstly, Thalassa, which again transports us to the ancient times, which is set in the times of the Roman Empire. This is a naval system enabling us to recreate battles fought, for instance, between Roman or Carthaginian vessels. Quite entertaining. I will also present it in separate reviews. And finally, the third system was Au Nom de la Loi, which this time is set in the Wild West in the 19th century. So 3 games inside one issue, an issue which is 25 years old right now. Thirdly, on Wednesday, I presented my unboxing in Polish, and this was a very special episode because this was Wojennicktv number 700. Yes, it's 700 episodes, it's 700 videos on my channel now, and I decided to publish something special for this special number, and this was the unboxing of a very special game, of Ambush. Ambush is such a classic. It's a game published in 1983, designed by John Butterfield, and it is considered very often as the most important and most enjoyable game suited for solo play. So this was a real pleasure to open the box with this game, to browse through the components. Additionally, this copy is also with French rules, so this is something especially which I enjoyed. So this was the Polish version of this unboxing. I will be also releasing an unboxing of the same box in English in some time. Finally, on Friday, the Polish review, and this was the review of another game which I really like, Android Netrunner. Android Netrunner released in 2012, but based on the collectible card game Netrunner released in the 1990s, designed by Richard Garfield. Android Netrunner is an asymmetrical card game in which one of the players will take control of a runner, a hacker, or a cracker, trying to seize projects from the servers of the corporation, which is controlled by the second player. This is one of my favorite games ever designed, one of my favorite card games also. I really enjoy it. Even though it was released now 9 years ago, I still play it from time to time and I still enjoy it. So those were the 4 videos published on Voyennicktv. I'm celebrating this week 700 videos. Who would think? Yes, time goes by very quickly. Thank you a lot for watching this brief summary. I wish you an excellent week. Have a great gaming, and see you next time.
Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair has a shellacking's worth of videos. He's unboxing Fall of the Third Reich, but I think this happened last week too. But anyways, this week, a 2021 Compass Games Expo, a short after-action report of the expo, that is, and counterclipping, shipping, war games, and upcoming events. Yeah, shipping, man. Oh my god. Anyways, and he has an interview with Mike Wilner, a prelude to Revolution, and also on everything you wanted to know about war games but were afraid to ask. I was on there co-hosting with my cousin Artie, and we had Volko on. This was an impromptu type thing, lots of fun. Volko's a sweetheart, and he likes mushrooms. Mark Felton has 2 videos out this week. V-Mail, World War II email, also World War II armored vehicles in service in the year 2021. You wouldn't believe the countries that still have T-34s. On the tabletop edge, or tabletop's edge, last Blitzkrieg. This is a battalion combat series campaign playthrough of the 18th of December 1944, Part 4. Piper has a problem. Hell, I think the people who faced Piper had a problem. But anyways, also check out the next segment, which as a continuation of this last Blitzkrieg. The cop that is Wayne Hansen has 2 videos out this week on his recon segment, In the Name of Justice. Also, on his Let's Play tutorial, he plays In the Name of Justice. This week on History Hustle, why did the Germans know, or what did the Germans know, I should say, about the death camps? Let me tell you, they knew what they wanted to know, and they didn't want to know what they didn't want to know, but they knew. And also the German invasion of Hungary, 1944. The chief of bonding with board games. I'm on with Twilight 2000 RPG, creating my character, that is. Then the same thing with my partner, Ron, who I keep forgetting his name. And he previews Panzerkampf, Armor Clash. The History Underground goes to Pegasus Bridge, the first assault on D-Day. It was pretty cool. I saw the video. I really liked it. Also, World War II Paratrooper gear. This is an in-depth of the American gear. So you want to learn how to cellar pipe tobacco? Well, it's the same thing as cellaring wine. Some pipe tobaccos age amazing. So listen to Mutton Chop Piper tell you how it's done. And on Lionheart's film work, Return to Tarawa, Memories of a Battle, World War II 45th Anniversary TV special with veterans. This is a 1989 showing, but I thought it would be interesting for us to take a look at this. You know what I'm saying? And the War Room was live with the one, the only Mark H. Walker. I hope I got the H right. But anyways, ID Jester, Tony, and Cuddly Rough Swordsman Wargamer were interviewing Mark Walker. He called himself Godzilla, but he ain't a Godzilla. He's a puppy dog. But anyways, don't forget I'm interviewing the War Room. That's without Mark Godzilla. Sunday, this coming Sunday, 4 p.m. Dutch time, Eastern Standard Time, on No Enemies Here in Conversation. Join Indy Nidell on World War II. That's a weekly show where he gives you day by day, that is once a week, what is happening in World War II in the past, that certain day that we are on. Okay, anyways. So he's got an episode called The Red Army Kicks Ass, Operation Uranus. You see what he did there? Also, Little Saturn, and a live stream. Talking about Little Saturn, at Amazon, I'm working with one of my co-workers. She's from the Dominican Republic, and her name is Little Saturn, but in Spanish, Saturnina. The old man must have been born in the 60s. But anyways, also, another video on the Germans learn to love their slaves. Yeesh. No? PG-13. World War II Solitaire Board Game Channel is playing a game of Maquis, the second edition. So he's playing the one-star mission, the underground newspaper, and double agent. You know what? These are fun little stupid games. Yeah, they're not. Would you consider this a war game? You know what? It's a worker placement game. But the theme is the Resistance, the Maquis, during World War II in Paris. So, you know, you're thinking it's wartime. That's it. Is it a war game? Wow. No, it's a worker placement game. I agree. And I'm sure Carl Creeder is very, very happy with my assumption that this is not a war game. Kevin of the Big Board checks out Kharkov Battles turn number 3 and an example of combat. Tony of Tony's Board Life is doing DVG's Field Commander Rommel 1941, North Africa. This is the finale. You know what? This is a tough game because you gotta supply your guys smartly. And talking about Tony and the boys, that is Kurt, is ID Jester, and Cuddly Rough Swordsman Wargamer I will be interviewing the War Room. These guys are called the War Room. And it's funny because Tony's playing this DVG game and ID Jester just doesn't like DVG. We'll talk about that on Sunday's segment of No Enemies Here in Conversation at 4 p.m. Dutch time, Eastern Standard Time. My Own Worst Enemy on Gameplay segment this week across 5 Aprils, P Ridge, Part 3. The mastermind and professor intellect Riccardo Mazzini on his mini war log where he checks out Worthington Publishing's Bismarck Solitaire. And you know what? When I have a break at Amazon, because ain't gonna be no more breaks soon because it's gonna go full force, that's the game I bring, man. But did I get to play it once? No, because it was busy. Sit down, relax. It's Saturday morning. Have coffee with Kilroy, where he goes through the games and price lists of Avalon Hill and Victory Games catalog of June 15th, 1987. The artist that is Matt White reviews Kharkov battles from Compass Games. Now the Kharkov battles, that's the John Butterfield one, eh? How come I don't have it? Hey, I ordered it. Okay, we got Wardy Rowe Plays World War II today. Todd! He gives us a minute with Vincent. And Todd, I got something to say about this A Minute with Vincent. It looked awesome. I'll tell you what's wrong. It's not completely immersive. Because the ceiling! Nothing is happening with the ceiling. Sure, you're gonna say yeah. But what about the cameras, this and that, or the special effects? They have to come from somewhere. Yeah? Silk screening. You ever hear of silk screening? I could do a better show! Plus, he does Dice United 2011 Premier League Tourney Day 1 to 5. Another week. Another show. If I can't bitch to you guys, who am I gonna bitch to? You guys are my family. Man, I just got back from an Amazon. I mean, a 5-hour shift. 5 hours. That's nothing. But I had to do what is called the non-com. Non-com. I'm trying, whatever the hell com is, non-compatible or whatever. And there are all these heavy boxes, and they're all axed on Amazon. That is, they're all thinking safety. Don't lift anything over 18 kilograms. Jesus Christ, I was lifting something like stuff that's 60 kilos. I was lifting. That's like 130 pounds. My wrists are killing me. I've got carpal tunnel syndrome, man. God damn it. I don't know how long I'm gonna last there. I'd rather just sort out the little packages, being on the conveyor belt. Stuff like that. Man, don't put me with these young kids that they got arms the size of my head, man. Jesus, man. Anyways, guys, tomorrow is, well, for me, tomorrow is Saturday. Right now it's Friday night, and I'm finishing the show. Usually I would finish the show earlier in the day, but because I work from 2 to 7, I gotta finish the show after 7, So you come home and you have your first beer. My first beer knocks you out. That's why I look like this. One beer out. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing Grognard of the Year. I should say, No Enemies Here. We have to personalize everything. No Enemies Here is gonna be doing Grognard of the Year. Now, you're allowed 1 vote, 1 cast, whatever. Pick a guy, a company, someone worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? And whoever you pick is fine. Thanks for watching the show. Please like and subscribe. I mean, if you're watching the show and it's not subscribed, just press the bloody button. What's the problem? Just do it. Like, dislike, do something. You know, but the people who dislike me, I don't understand why. What is there to dislike? You can dislike me, but that's no problem. But I mean, what is there to dislike? I'm showing you other people on other shows. For God's sake, man, we dislike everybody. Look, forget what I said. Have a great weekend. I know I'm gonna chill. And it snowed like crazy here, man. Oh my God. If we were in like South Carolina, there'd be like 1,000 people dead already because of the 1 inch of snow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used. I don't have my tires on. I mean, my winter tires, whatever. Okay, I'm in that mood. Have a good weekend. And don't forget, watch my interview with The War Room. It should be a gas. I love those guys. Have a good one. Ciao.